Live from Dodger Stadium, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And towing the slab here, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And now here is Trent Grisham. Ripped, but it curls foul.
First pitch, 7:07.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's a ball and a strike.
Well, Boog, here's a nugget on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, he rarely travels without his tiny, fluffy dog, Mikan. Mikan is named after a famous mandarin orange from Japan whose peel nearly matches the pup's fur color. I love that name.
Next pitch way upstairs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making them work out there.
And that one is in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. In there for strike 1. One out, base is empty. And it's 1-1.
Outside.
And fires in a fastball at 95.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Batting third.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
One down, and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. First pitch just misses. Next offering is fouled back. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count's even at 2. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Chisholm went deep in his most recent game. Next one off the plate inside. And 1-1.
That's a ball.
That one missing inside. In the air, right field. Hernandez settles underneath it. And that is that. One left for the Yankees. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. This is the World Series on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting for the Yankees, the right-hander, number 31. What do you have on him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Here's Mookie Betts. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a foul out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And he drops it down the third baseline. He's safe on with a bunt single.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
Man at first with one gone. There's Freddie Freeman now. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1.
Here goes the runner. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Man at second. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. And the throw out at third.
Well, I can see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Check swing, called strike. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ripped on a line, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one. We played an inning, no score. The fourth game of the World Series. Now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Yamamoto back to work. Ball one, no strikes. And another ball. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
3-0 down. Swing and a miss, strike one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Slice to right. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to
Left
remind
fielder,
yourself
Jason
it's about the
Dominguez.
process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Jason Dominguez in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. No score here in the second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Ryan McMahon stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next one in the dirt. 2 out, space is empty. And that one pulled foul.
Ball, that's out.
Foul ball. Yamamoto sends him packing. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. And now Teoscar Hernandez. On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Michael Conforto will climb in there at the knees. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Runner at first with no outs here. Ball one there. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Outside. Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out.
The count is full.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
That was pretty nasty.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of fun when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. That one not close. And that's ball one. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1. There's the swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one, and it's a full count. Man at first, one away. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Next to hit, Hesung Kim. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 4 of the World Series. Off the plate, and now it's even 1-1. Fastball for a strike. There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Dalton Rushing. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one wrapped foul. The 1-1. In the air, left side. And the inning is over. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 1-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. And we're back on to the third inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting ninth, shortstop Anthony
Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Volpe, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting ninth in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2019. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
And that misses. 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. Stays alive. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat.
Does a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Grisham at the plate now. That's ball 1. Smoked on the ground to second. 3rd out. Down in order go the Yankees. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in LA as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. Just missed. Off the mark there. And the count is 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's the automatic.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there. And that might be the best news yet for this offense. Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Freeman, the next to hit, takes ball 1. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly rule call.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Muncy.
Here's Muncy to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
And now Teoscar Hernandez swings and misses. That's strike 1. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Grisham sizing this one up, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Judge rips that one. Hernandez on the move. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
To the right side, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Cody Bellinger. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. There's a strike up high. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Man at second. Line drive. Leaps it. He's got it.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. 1 out and a runner at second here in Game 4 of the World Series. That one is absolutely belted. 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 1-1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
1 out, runner at second. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch, and he just misses. Tapped back up the middle. Edman. And they take care of Stanton for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jason Dominguez will hit next.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Close, but call the ball. And that is ball one. Chisholm on third with 2 out. That's off the mark. And now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Inside, just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Ryan McMahon in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Muncy whips it across. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. Bottom of the 4th, and here is Michael Conforto.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one in triple digits.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 1 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Struck out swinging his first time. Started to swing, held up.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from the same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
In the dirt, 2-1. Strike on the inside corner.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, out towards right center. Judge is there. Makes the grab. And that is that. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. The 4th game of the World Series.
Third baseman,
and stepping in for the Yankees, Ryan McMahon. Yamamoto back to work. In for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That's a ball.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. It was a fun at bat to watch.
Wells now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Well struck, right field, back there. And brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. And that is out of play. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Conforto on his way over. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Halfway home, all even, one apiece. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing.
Catcher, Dalton Rushing.
Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Gonna count 1-2.
2 strikes.
That one way inside.
2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So the lineup
Up
flips
next,
over.
for the
Here's
Dodgers,
Betts, 1 for 2.
shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next offering is down low.
2-0.
In the air, left field, Dominguez on the move to the gap. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Popped up. Volpe under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Dodgers go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Today we deliver a powerful message as we join our partners Stand Up to Cancer and reaffirm our commitment to the fight against cancer. Major League Baseball, its fans, players, and coaches are united in our determination to defeat this disease for our friends, our families, and our communities. For more information and how you can help, go to standuptocancer.org. Grisham up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. The Dodgers have some action in their pen. Number 86 appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Number 45, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing and a ground ball. Edman fires over to first. That takes care of Grisham. Here is Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Pajes settles under it and makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. 0 for 2 in this one. Bellinger goes 6 feet 3 inches, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Late on that fastball.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. So they make short work of him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here is Freddie Freeman. Slider clips the corner.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. David Bednar preparing to come on if needed. Bird getting cranked up as well. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
On the ground, right side, Chisholm. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 31 gives way, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Ian Hamilton gets handed the rock out of the pen. Max Muncy at the dish. And there's the strike. Bases empty, one away here in Game 4 of the World Series. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Inside, almost got him. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Good job to fight that one off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him swinging. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Right down to shoot, and the count 1-1.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Goes down looking. Dodgers down in order. Still tied 1-1. Number 86 comes on now.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's outside.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Now fly ball to right center. Pajes settles under this one, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One away. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. Strike 1. All tied up late here in Game 4. Swings through that one for strike 2. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Digging in is the switch-hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, foul off first. Freeman makes the play, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. David Bednar. The batter will be Michael Conforto. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Bednar, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. And a big swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
The 0-2. That's inside. In the air, right field. Judge sizes this one up. Makes the grab, 1 down. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajas. On the ground, and that's just foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Missed inside with the curve.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
2-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Sets him down looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, they had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now it's going to be Ha-Seong Kim. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone. Lifted in the air, out to left. Dominguez hauls it in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied 1-1. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Paul Goldschmidt. He represents the go-ahead run. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Lake Trinan, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Kopech, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Struck him out looking. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. That one's upstairs, ball one. Off the mark there, 2-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Right through there for a strike. Swung on, popped up left side. Betts settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Oh, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. That's inside, and it's 1-0.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position here in Game 4 of the World Series. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Swing and a chopper out to short. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Luke Weaver. Now into the ball game on defense, Jose Caballero. He's the new 3rd baseman. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Will Smith. Big spot for him here. And that one fouled off. On the ground right side. Jazz tosses to first, and they get the out on Smith. Here's Mookie Betts now. 1 for 3. And that's outside. Action in the pen down there. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch misses way outside.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Swing and a grounder foul first base side. One down, base is empty. That one at 95 missed up top. And now 3 balls and a strike. Tommy Edman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And this one looks like trouble. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Edman getting ready to hit. Center field. Grisham under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So now it's Freddie Freeman. There's a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Line to left. Fair ball. Flying around third is Betts. He will score. The Dodgers have the lead.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Luke Weaver won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Jake Bird gets the ball now.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Max Muncy. Misses off the plate. Ball 1. And that's down and away.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Right side, hard hit. Bellinger takes it to the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Dodgers with the run scoring double. Last chance coming up here for the Yankees. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Blake Trinan.
Now, this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the one-run game better than a comfortable three-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Well, one-run game. Now the number 2 hitter, Aaron Judge. He gets a shot right here against the righty, and he is elite against right-handed pitching. The contact, the average, and delivers the slow. Late swing, fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights it off, we'll see another. Oh, 2 now. Seeing if he can get Judge to chase right there. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Bellinger in the box now. Takes strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And that's downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Swings and misses at the sweeper. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Comes a 2-2. And that's in the dirt. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That's in for a strike. Tryman, 36 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2011. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the tying run is on base. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 3 in this one. That's outside. Ball 1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
A 1-run lead late here in Game 4. And another ball.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 3-1.
Home plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
1-run game here at the top of the ninth. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Sends it to center, and this should be it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers hold on to win a nail-biter, stranding the winning run on base.
Well, you can tell these players feel great and also relieved to even up this series. There's so much on the line. You've worked so hard to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Game 7 in this series.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.